I think we started the market like 12 years ago, and we needed something because Joey wanted to work at home. She did not want to have to leave and go to Delta or wherever. So we came up with this program is let's put a market in. Let's try a seasonal market.
And the very first day that we opened, I didn't think we were ready to open. All we had was a little porch. The tractor barn, Don decided we'll put a door in the back of the tractor barn and make it look like a front porch instead of the back of the barn.
We used to have people come in here and say, I'm so glad you opened up a farm market here. This is something that this area needs. And so they were very encouraging. And it was so interesting how people had to get in here because you came in the same drive, you went out the same drive. We put the circle drive in later, but when we first started, it was in and out the same gate, and oh man, we had people honking the horn, and it was just kind of an interesting situation.
And so we sell at our market not only what we grow, but we do sell other local growers' produce as well.
We process cherries and we sell them in this company called Hotchkiss Fruit Co-op. And that's how we market our cherries. We sell cherries here on the western slope, and so once they're processed and they're pitted and they're packaged, they go in the freezer, and as soon as they're frozen, then we ship 3/4 of our product to the Front Range, and they go to the Front Range into a cold storage there, and then we service a lot of the farm markets on the Front Range, all the way from Fort Collins to Canyon City, all in that range. And then they pick up at that cold storage in Denver, and then we get a pull slip, I invoice them, they send me a check. That's how we handle the Front Range. This area, we treat them a little better, like we'll try to get 3-4 areas together, like in Palisade, and we'll haul cherries down to them. And so we do Palisade, we do Grand Junction, we do Eckert, we do Delta, and we sell them here also at our farm market. Some of the interesting things in the farm market is that we meet all kinds of people. When we first opened, a majority of our business was tourists, and we had tourists from Europe, and just they would stop in and they've never had a good Colorado peach, and they would eat one, and they got juice running off their chin, and they just can't get enough of them. So we had this couple come from Sweden, and they said, we know what good peaches are. And I said, I don't know, these are pretty good. So they bought a couple, and they drove on around, And 2 minutes later, they were back in and said, "We want to take a box with us. That's the best peach we've ever had." And so-
And we loved living here. We have loved every season, everything about it. We love it.
I'm 72 years old, and I'm at a point where I can't be doing this forever. And so we're thinking, okay, we want to be more involved with our grandchildren. We want to have more time that we can travel. So this is the time that we feel is while we're still in good health, is put it on the market, and then we're going to go do something else, another chapter in our life. One of the great things about this community is your neighbors and their willingness to help you. In '09, I had surgery, and so one of my neighbors came over and did all my irrigating for me. Another one came over and did all my spraying for me. I didn't have to ask them. They just were here to do it. And that is such a plus here, is that people are willing to help you. If you have a need, they come. When I had that surgery, neighbors brought meals in for us. I mean, it was just an outpouring of love from the community.